Life as a teen is tough, but life as a Christian teenager is tougher, especially when you're going against the crowd. A part of being a Christian is being set apart. So it's going against the norm, and it's choosing to follow Christ in a world where sometimes following Christ isn't that popular. And on top of that, you have puberty, friendships, social media, school, so many things to navigate. And it feels like everyone has an opinion on how you should live your life, what you should do, who you should hang out with. And it can get overwhelming and honestly, even confusing. And sometimes you may even wonder, God, are you even talking to me? Do you even care what I'm going through? My hope is that by the end of this video, you will start recognizing God's voice in your life, understand your purpose, and feel encouraged to keep following God even when it's hard. So let's get into it. So how do you hear and recognize God's voice? I want to start by asking you a question, actually. Do you have a good function? A little birthday party or a cookout, hanging out with friends? I know I do. Okay. Sometimes it gets so loud that you can barely hear the person standing right next to you. So you start pretending like you can hear them, like, oh yeah, cool. But you have no idea what that person said. And that's how life can be. When you wake up, you spend 2 hours on TikTok, then you're walking to the bus stop, you got music in your ears, you get on the bus, you're listening to more music or talking to your friends, then you get to school and you have so many other people's voice in your life, and then you go home and do the same thing. But now you got a bone to pick with God because you feel like he's not talking to you. The problem isn't that he's not talking, it's that you can't hear him because everything else has your ear. So sometimes all it takes is for you to turn the volume down in your life for you to hear God's voice. So maybe turn the phone off, cut the binge watching down, log out of social media for a few hours so you can focus on God and what he is telling you. Because I found in all my years of living that God speaks to me the most in the quiet. However, if my life is never quiet, then it's going to be very, very hard for me to hear him. And as far as recognizing God's voice, if you feel that God is telling you something and you're just not sure if it's him, you need to open up that Bible. You can't expect to hear God's voice if your Bible is closed and collecting dust. I know that studying and reading the Bible can kind of be very daunting and overwhelming, but I'm telling you, if you just commit to spending 10 minutes or 20 minutes and really just studying the Bible, your life will change for the better and you really will start recognizing God's voice, because God will never tell you to do something that is against what he says in his word. And the more you start to hear and recognize his voice, the more you start to understand him. And the more you start to understand him, the more you start to understand you. And that leads us to the next question that a lot of us may have, which is, Lord, why on earth am I here? And I want you to know that you are purpose. There has never been, nor will there ever be another you. No one can do you how you do you the way you do you. Everything that you're experiencing in life right now is predetermined and it's producing seeds for a future harvest. Now it may seem minute or boring, just know that there is a bigger play at play. From the people you encounter, to the skills you learn, to the pain you endure, it's all for a purpose and it's all working for your good. Nothing is coincidence, nothing is by happenstance, but you've got to see the bigger picture. And even if you can't see it right now, trust that it will make sense later, just like he says in John 13:7. Basically what I'm trying to say is don't discount small beginnings. I know right now as a teenager, it may seem that all you do is go to school, do your homework, play with your friends, and then go back home. And it's like, okay, that's it. But trust, right now, you might just be taking notes in class. But in a couple years, you might be speaking in front of a class, giving a speech. Don't tie your purpose to just one big thing. I know we look at LeBron James or Steph Curry and we're like, wow, they have such a big purpose. I want my purpose to be that big. I want to have that big of an impact. And so it can make, things that we're doing right now not seem that worth it or worth anything. But I want you to know that in order for Steph and LeBron to play at the level that they play right now, they had to exceed at doing the really small, boring stuff, like going to practice, doing 100 layups, shooting 100 three-pointers every single day, but by themselves or with their team before they could do it on such a big stage as that. So think of right now as your training ground. Whether you want to be Stephen Curry, whether you want to be the next amazing scientist, whatever it is you want to be, think of where you are right now as your training ground. It's all preparation. Are you team iPhone? Because I am. So say if you're a team iPhone or a team Android, when you drop your phone and it starts not working properly, where do you go to fix it? You're not gonna ask a random Android user if you're a team iPhone to go fix it, right? Or if you're with AT&T and your service goes down, you're not gonna go to Verizon and like, hey, can you fix my phone? The service is down. And why would you go to AT&T over Verizon? Because the creator, the one who made it, understands it inside and out. They know what it's capable of. They know the features that you probably haven't even discovered yet. And they know how to get it running back to its full potential. And let's be real, you paid good money for that phone. And you're not gonna trust it with just anybody. You're gonna take it somewhere that knows its value. Now think about this. Since we're talking about purpose, I want you to know that God is our creator, right? And you are his creation. And not only did he create you, he paid a very high price to make you his own. So if you wanna know your purpose, your capacity, your quality, your calling, why would you go anywhere else except the one who designed you? Because the creator knows exactly what he put inside you. He knows your gifts, but he also knows your weaknesses. He knows your strengths, but he also knows your struggles. He knows where you're confident, but he also knows where you doubt. Nothing in you is accidental. All your weaknesses, God put them there. And sometimes you don't even realize what you're capable of. Just like most people only use a fraction of their phone's features, but God does. So if you're asking, why am I here? Again, you are here on purpose for a purpose. And as you can stay connected to God, you won't just exist. You'll start operating exactly the way you are made to, performing at your fullest potential. And that concludes today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. If this helped you in any way, please let me know in the comments below, or even if there's a topic that you're struggling with that you want me to talk about next, I'm happy to do another part to this video. I can't wait to hear from you, and I'll see you in my next one. Deuces, bye.